Freya is the newest hero to hit Overwatch, releasing in Season 16, which starts April 22nd. But we as a community got a little preview of what she's like over the weekend, hence why this video is nothing to do with Marvel. Marvel Monday has been cancelled this week and rescheduled to Friday, so there will instead be 2 Rivals videos in a row to make up for the 2 Overwatch videos in a row. Friday and back to the original formula next Monday.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Now, even though I'm not particularly a DPS player, I thought I'd better check her out, because, you know, that's kind of my job here, and after a few matches of playing her, I can confidently say that, drumroll please, she's pretty damn good. Sure, she's kinda difficult to play because you need to take into consideration that she's a projectile-based hero rather than a hit scan, and when you scope in, you're ground to practically a halt. Which is awful if you're on console like me, because the sensitivity is butt cheeks even if you are on max sensitivity. You can change this in settings under Hero and HUD in controls. I wish I'd done that instantly rather than jumping in straight away, but I guess I was too eager to play her. But besides this, she is super strong. Hell, if you headshot a Kiri, she'll die from that explosion because her damage is that high. It's kinda similar to how Hanzo can one-shot some enemies but not all of them. It's all of the heroes that are under 250 max health. Speaking of Hanzo, that's kind of exactly who she reminds me of playstyle-wise. You can play her either passively, taking angles and setting up on the high ground and all that jazz, or you can play her a bit more aggressively, using her movement abilities to get in and out of fights and absolutely drill into enemies. Strangely enough, she's surprisingly strong against Orisa, even when Orisa's in Fortify and getting healed by both supports. She's just she's strong. She's very strong. Remember what I said about her one-tapping heroes with 225 health? And now apply that to other heroes. 225 plus damage on a crit to most enemies. Yeah, that's probably getting soft nerfed, especially when it's combined with her infinite ammo perk. It's just insane. You heard me right. She has a major perk that gives her infinite ammo because when her bolt shot directly hits an enemy, it reloads 4 ammo into her primary, meaning you can actually get away with not reloading your gun for a while if you're constantly hitting your bolt shot. What I like to do is use this with the minor perk that slows enemies by 20% if you do sustained damage in primary, because in theory it makes hitting your shots easier. I say in theory because my aim is absolute dog shit, but I guess if Freya becomes meta in OWCS, the pros would probably run something similar. Not only does it make hitting shots easier, it also acts as a nice little bit of CC that the rest of the team can make use of. It's weird, she's a very unique character and super rewarding when you get the hang of her, but at the same time she's a weird gel of multiple different heroes. Think about it. She has a perk that slows enemies on sustained damage like Mei, has a similar playstyle to Hanzo with the whole movement stuff and whatnot to take a more aggressive approach when necessary, feels almost a bit like Sojourn with the 2 types of fire rate, primary and bolt shot aren't too dissimilar to railgun other than not having to be charged, and her ult is basically just a tracer pulse bomb that you shoot rather than stick directly onto an enemy at point blank range. If you do that, you're gonna blow yourself up, which, I mean, it could be helpful if you need to reset and get a pick at the same time. I don't know, it's generally not advised, but go for it. So, final thoughts. She's pretty good, but definitely has a learning curve. Getting kills with her is super satisfying because of how, well, not really difficult it is, but how much skill goes behind playing her. Is she stupidly strong? Yes, but I'm honestly all for it because she isn't just another Hanzo or Widowmaker. You actually have to think about what you're doing and when you're doing it, making this game plan up in your head as you're playing, because you have to be able to adapt what the enemy team is throwing your way. I might just find her slightly more difficult because my aim is about as good as Stevie Wonder's, but she is genuinely a bunch of fun and I can't wait to see what the pros do with her in OWCS, if they do anything with her at all. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't play her, purely because Sojourn is the most dominant hero at the minute, but who knows, Sojourn might get a nerf that makes her less of a viable pick next season. Probably won't happen, but it's nice to dream. But that just about does it for this video. If you missed the playtest, don't worry because Season 16 of Freya come out in just under a month. I'm super excited for next season. Juno gets a mythic, Freya gets added to the game, hero bands get added to comp, Stadium is coming out and therefore we're getting a third person Overwatch. It's gonna be an interesting one. Hopefully the collab is good too. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind the Seraphim, but compared to last collab with them, it's kind of bad. Plus it's reusing an IP. I don't really know if they class as an IP, but you know, you get what I'm trying to say. Which kind of sucks, because I wanted something new, and I'm sure a lot of other people did too. No matter. Hopefully the next one is something fantastic.
Say that again?
Oh wait, shit, this is Overwatch. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm gonna ask you to subscribe and leave a like on this video, as it lets me know that you've enjoyed it and want to see more. Finally, have a nice day or night if you're watching this at night, and make sure you check out some of my other videos. Not only will I appreciate it, but you might too.